Musa, and I'm coming here live from my home to talk about the Bills and their upcoming 2021 season. And I will talk about and go by position about what the Bills will do as they get ready for this season. Of course, training camp isn't going to be at St. John Fisher. It's going to be back in Buffalo, which is fine. But I think I'll give a preview of what the Bills will do as they get ready for this season. So first I'm going to go over the overview of what I think this season will bring and what it means for the Buffalo Bills. But before I go any forward, subscribe. I need more subscribers, maybe 20 by the end of the summer, 30, because, just 4 is like, come on. But thanks for the people who follow me, and then do the like button, and then you're going to be given a lot of good Bills content over the next couple weeks. So this is what I think the Bills will do this season. I think that the Bills will have a really good season this year. They are one of the two best teams in the NFL. It's Kansas City, and then you can make an argument that Buffalo is right below Kansas City. There's really not a weakness about them. They have a really good offense. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and in my opinion, one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. He's confident. He delivers the ball on time. His deep balls are getting better, and it's amazing the growth from his rookie year to now, and I think he'll even improve on that growth. I don't think he has scratched the surface yet on what he can do. I think he can be even better at what he can do. He's a great dual threat quarterback, and he'll lead the Bills to another great season this year. You have a great offensive line. The Bills didn't have all their offensive linemen at all during their games last season, which they went 13-3 and all the way to the championship game. So they'll have their 5 offensive linemen that they wanted at the beginning of last season, and then they have one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. Stephon Diggs, the best. He's one of the best route runners, the best receiver in the NFL. If you're a varsity football player that needs help in your route running, look at Stephon Diggs, because he is so good at creating separation and catching the ball, and he's just really, really good. Then you have Cole Beasley, who gets open, makes great catches. Emmanuel Sanders, I know they lost John Brown, but I think he's an upgrade over Emmanuel Sanders. And then you even have Gabe Davis, who is a really good receiver, and he'll just keep getting better and better. Of course, he made those toe touch grabs, those 2 grabs in the Colts playoff game last season. So the Bills offense will be better. Brian Dable is back, so there is no reason why the Bills should be any worse than they were last season. They didn't lose anything, and I think if you have one concern, it's their running game. I didn't think the Bills' running game was that bad last season. It was really inconsistent. So if they can get better at that, if they can get more consistent running games, I think this offense will be good. But really, it's predicated on how good Josh Allen will be and how often he has good games and can throw the ball deep, because he makes that offense go. And I think that will be the same this season. Defensively, I think the Bills will have a bounce-back game. Of course, they spent their first 2 picks on pass rushers, Greg Rousseau and Boogie Basham, and I think they will play a role in the Bills' defensive line rotation. I don't think they're going to get a lot of snaps right away, but over time, they will get more snaps, and I think those were great picks to have. The big thing about this season for the Buffalo Bills is, can they get to the Super Bowl? This is my opinion. the Bills are the team to beat in the AFC. I know you have Kansas City, but I think the Bills can go to the Super Bowl this season. The first time they've been to the Super Bowl since I was 2 years old. Wow, that's crazy. But I think the Bills will go to the Super Bowl this season. They have a complete roster. They have, I feel like they will have a good defense. Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott are calling the defense, which they are one of the two best defensive callers in the game. If you really think about it, they are great at designing different blitzes and coverages to confuse the offense on the other side. And they have Brian Dable back on offense, and they have a good, like I said, a good receiving game. They have a good quarterback in Josh Allen that makes that offense go. So I really think the Bills can go to the Super Bowl this season, and dare I say it, I think they can win the Super Bowl. I think they can, win the Super Bowl, especially with Josh Allen, with a good defense. I think they can win the Super Bowl because they are right there. I truly believe. And Sean McDermott will have this team ready to fight each and every game. I think the Bills will win 14 games, maybe 14 games, since it's a 18-game schedule. It's going to be weird this year, but it's a 18-game schedule, and will face off against the Chiefs, and that's the big thing. Can they get past the Chiefs? Of course, the Chiefs will be, again, one of the best teams in the NFL this year. They still have Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce, and the big thing is, can the Bills get past Patrick Mahomes? In my opinion, on a good game, if the Bills play their best, I think they can beat the Chiefs. They were very close at beating the Chiefs in the regular season last year. Although it was Josh Allen's worst game of the year last year, they were close. And then in the championship game, they led 9-0 early on, only to lose. And the Bills were moving the ball up and down the field. They just weren't scoring. And the big thing is, can they get consistent pass rush on Patrick Mahomes? And I think they can. And if they do, then I think the Bills have a chance to upset the Chiefs and really get going on a championship. If they can get home field advantage throughout the playoffs and they can get that number one seed, I think that will just help the Bills' chances at upsetting the Chiefs this year. So that's my thoughts on the Bills this season. I will be back in another video talking about the quarterback position. Of course, I already said it, but the quarterback position, I'm going to go through all the quarterbacks that the Bills have this year. So until next time, go Bills.